Alrighty. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the gap. Just had a little bit of struggle on this. Let me just adjust things. Perfect. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Welcome back, everyone, to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. We had an oopsies last time, where we were actually missing the escort request mission. I had to go back and get that. But that's not all, because that would have taken me no time at all. We had actually missed Carnelia Chapter 3. Might not seem like much, but in order to get one of the best weapons in the game, you have to get all of the volumes of Carnelia. So, yeah, I had to go back to that. But, other than that, last time we discovered where the Sky Bandits, specifically Kyle of the Kapua family, had been keeping the Linde, the cruise ship that they took hostage. And now, we're turning in our quests. We get payment for the missions we did, and we can turn in the other two as well. Escort request, and New Ansel Path Monster. And there we go. And just to check, yeah, he doesn't have anything special to say, so I'm just going to skip through it. It's not relevant to the story. Or, it is, but it's not needed. On top of all that, last time we were told that there was a string of robberies that happened in town. So, we're going to look into those, as well as unlock the slot for Olivier. And let's grab a couple things while we're here. Never hurts, right? We'll just get Olivier all equipped up. So, it looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory! My factory and all my goods, they're gone! I've got to report to either the army or the bracer killed, ASAP! Now hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. Keep that in mind. We will find the stolen ledger. Yay! This one turned out to be really cute. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure. Something like that. However, we really got screwed. Did you know that? Hmm? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two were on the trail of a scoop again. Guy, reading. By the way, how's it going, bro? I saw you're in the chat. I saw you're in there, so figure I'd at least say hello. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought that this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. Sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to the witness statements, they were seen leaving through the West Gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and the Bose Market are right through the West Gate. And it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Ha! I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh, right! You're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It sure takes guts to sniff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. I love Olivier. He is just wonderfully stupid sometimes. Thanks to your shenanigans, the pages of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you get any other scoops. The newest model of camera on display here was stolen. Do you think the Sky Bandits have an interest in photography? Wow, looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Nothing more here, but we at least wanted to come up for that scene. It was worth it! It seems that the group of Sky Bandits in the old mine consisted of 2 females and a male. Rumor has it, they've even got children in the mix. Wait, no, what? Those people weren't Sky Bandits. The woman living here said that she had a precious memento taken by these crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? I'm going to be done here in a minute. No, I'm going to be done here in a minute. So would you kids butt out? So, we can't actually talk to that person yet. I can't believe these Sky Bandits managed to circumvent our search and just walked right into town and burglarized a bunch of places. We were really outdone this time. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Morano's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries. But it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad Morano brought Simon over to watch the house. Now we've got burglars running amok in the city? I swear, what's happening to Bose? I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on the city. Are you bracers here to ask a few questions yourselves? This is a mess for both of us, I tell you. We'll be done with our questioning here soon, so how about sitting tight until we finish? Let's see. I'm going to scroll down in my guide really quickly. Oh, are you kidding me? course, I went to the wrong part of the guide. Give me a moment. That's why. I just went to the wrong burglary area. Sorry about this, guys. I will be to where I need to be shortly. Wait, are you kidding me? Okay, hold on. It's being stupid. I apologize. This should not take me long at all. Okay, I don't think that I need to do much. We should continue to ask around a bit longer and see what we come up with. So, I suppose we just have to... Oh. Are you the bracers we heard about? Since Samara's asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the Army's investigation. We need to go to Sane Arms and Guard. And while we're at it, nothing we need to buy. Nope. Yeah, nothing. Because we don't have a weapon for Olivier. Damn it! My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals. And they took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why did this have to happen to me? At a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with. So, I believe we should be good at this point. Nope. Okay. Let's talk to Dorothy. Never mind, she's not here. Okay. Let's try talking to the kid. Nope. Never mind. Did we enter this house? We did not. I'm trying to ask a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an official investigation. Move it along. Yeah, we get stonewalled at every turn. I already checked everything. Hey, you there! What? Is something wrong? Well, I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are all still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it afterward we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget it about Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Ha! For an ass in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Colonel! For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens, That is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. These are members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned, yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, men, pack it up. We're returning to Haken Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well. So how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. Yeah. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with the recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard. Colonel Richard. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s. He's not hard on the eyes, either. It seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! Who were you just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier? What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel would oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious. I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man. But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our investigation? Let's start by talking to the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Alright, Now we can investigate. We'll start here. I was putting my son to bed last night, when suddenly some masked men kicked in the door and came storming in. I didn't tell my husband because I didn't want him to worry, but my ring, which was stolen from my mother, was taken. Yeah. And then the kid. A bunch of strangers came in the house without asking. My mom and I were scared, so we hid under the bed. And then we'll go over here. Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Oh right, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So, what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yeah, this is as good a time as any. It was in the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right there and then. Although it turned out to be, well, the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see. So it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So what you're saying, then, is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind. Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If only that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right. He loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday, he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Eh? So what you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident. That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what for, let me tell you. Hi, honey, I'm home. Ooh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man. My goodness, woman. What kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of our guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can take off to do what he likes at a time like this. Huh? What do you mean at a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Burglary is by the Sky Bandits, huh? You don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Guess they got to experience the old Cecile effect firsthand. What'd you just say? Let's calm down now, shall we? But to think that these Sky Bandits came in the night like they did, and just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with the thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh, right. You don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down on the lake shore, or to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about a strange bunch near the place the other night. Strange bunch? Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell me a little more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind. But I'm going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turns out that no one like that stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So, was there any type of burglary at the inn? Nope, nothing of the sort. Or at all. Nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there. The meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definite clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially liked the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of the series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army, or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them, and only to be investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one. Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Liberl. We're not going to go there yet. We actually need to talk to someone about a stolen ring. That might be the person we were talking to earlier, but either way. But still, I feel like I'm going insane without Trino being here in Bose. We've been fighting since we were kids, so it's weird not having him around. Oh, I think this is a storyline that we just kind of didn't go over because we haven't been talking to everyone. Yeah. Nothing serious there. So, I'm going to double check. We're going to go over to the guild, because we don't want to miss anything again. And it doesn't like me doing that. Oh, perfect. Also, while I'm... Hello, Rice Queen. I see you in there. I was just checking everything out really quickly while I am waiting around. Oh, well, I'm figuring this out, I suppose. The Liberl News, Volume 3. And we need to talk to this guy. I came here to buy the next chapter in a novel series I've been reading, but it's still not out yet. Once I've read a book, I almost never read it again. Anyway, I'm done with this one, so you can have it. Cornelia, Chapter 4. The lady who owns this shop recruited me to work here not that long ago. I wonder if she hired me because I was always putting in my thoughts about her merchandise. Ah, talking, can't do it. So, we want to make sure that we're not jumping too far ahead here. Sorry for the spinning. As I scroll up in my guide here, the camera spins. Oh, you know what? Let's quickly go ahead and do this. Do EP cut, mind, cast, and blind. And we'll replace this with No, we'll keep that. However, we will give him a lighter and... no, not a second lighter. And a black bangle. Off screen, I also... Hello, Anthony. How's it going? You didn't miss much. We went around South Block, got kind of stonewalled, and then after the army left, we went and talked to this person, these people. Yes, my brother was already here. But yeah, I did manage to get everything that I missed. It was a bit annoying, especially because it was really just stupid and easy to get it. The one book was a couple steps away from me at one point, and I just forgot it was there. But yeah, we're going down to the lake shore. There's actually a fishing minigame that we can do here. Oh, okay. Oh. I just kind of mindlessly skipped forward. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before, when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great. The rooms are pretty nice. The rooms are nice. Pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking catnaps in a rocking boat by a day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime. But now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of work, his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said that he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? So, I know where the person we're trying to talk to is, but... Anyway, how's it going, Ant-Man? And how's it going, Ian? How you both doing? The guy we're talking to is down here. I thought. Am I just completely mistaking where he is? He's right here. Could I ask you something? Oh, he's not responding at all. He must really be into his fishing. Ah, fun stuff. I heard they're doing a good job with the game. I haven't even looked into it at all yet. So this is what the fishing mania looks like, huh? They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. So yeah, we can't do anything about him for a while. He's just gonna sit there. Everything with these people is just kind of side dialogue. which in this game is great, but I don't want to go through that personally right now, simply because we only have so much time. Let's talk to this guy. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest here, staying here, who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everyone who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about Old Man Kawano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must be talking... I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who comes all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. Sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying he's that old man fishing out back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention if you call his name out really loud. So now, we can go talk to Lloyd. Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the old Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind fishing. It looks like this... Oh god, I remember this. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you... Just sit back and enjoy. Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? And where'd you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, my good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. But how do you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak to us? Speak with us? Blah. Talking. Can't do it sometimes. I see. So you heard from Mr. Kawano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Could we get you to fill us in a little... Could we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was fishing out on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling out with this lake's guardian. It'd gotten late into the night, and it was about time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked! The guardian is a giant salmon that swims in the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown a log onto this maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is. And I've been chasing that darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it appeared in these parts, so I came running from the Royal City. Ha! Now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing to get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it, is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I'd returned the boat and was on my way into the inn when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road? In the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They head out on the New Ansel path. At first, I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city, heading back home. But it was too late for something like that, and when I asked it at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. It might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother. A bracer that's afraid of ghosts. The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now. Isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You'd better watch out because these little kittens bite. No, this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure, but it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. A school uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from Genis Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a whole lot more interesting. It's her! I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail. What, so she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and push into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep. We'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I can't help but think of it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work. And he takes off. Man, I won't even measure up when it comes to that fishing net. He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild, too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So how is this couple involved in the missing airliner incident, exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell. I see. That seems to be the person in question, all right. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. It looks like we should probably get a room, just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. All right, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. We'll just go in the back way. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. I'm going to save just in case, and I'm going to take a quick look at my guide. Because I've already missed stuff in the past. pretty sure we're good on the one that we've gotten, though. Because the quests that we have won't be completed till near the end of the chapter. Let's see. Oh, there is actually one more thing I want to check really quickly. Have we gotten all these recipes? Yes. Get a room. Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere if you just don't find that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to just do that. But is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. Rest when you can. That's part of a Bryce's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like the fisher's dream come true. I bet it would be a blast to throw a line in these waters. Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Okay, so I've got a guide on this right here. We're going to get one of a certain item and then just a bunch of salmon. Somewhere on that pier looks like I think it might be lucky spot for bites. Let's see. Oh, I think we need to actually go up and get a fishing rod first, so. Where's Joshua? Oh, right here. Aren't you going to fish? That pier looks like a nice spot. How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know. Just not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch if all the fishing practice is paid off. And watch if all the fishing practice paid off. I believe I need to talk to this person. Nope. However, we are going to come over here. Shara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry about this stuff. Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. Estelle, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Shara's not the one that I'm concerned about. Huh? I invited Shara for a friendly drink, and she readily agreed. It seems as though she's finally been taken in by my charm. That brash shout of confidence may cost you your life. after she gets wasted, I'll be the one to take good care of her. It's scary how much he doesn't know. Yeah. By the way, Estelle, what happened to Joshua? Did he dump you or something? Yeah, actually, he did. Really? I invited him to come fishing with me, but he brushed me off for a book. Don't you think that's a little cold-hearted? What? What? That's it? You had me going there for a minute. I guess you've liked fishing ever since you were a kid, haven't you, Estelle? Even though it's usually a hobby for boys. It shouldn't matter if I'm a boy or not. I like the things I like. So I'm trying to remember why it's not letting us borrow the fishing rod. However, yes, this definitely looks like the best spot. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare I can borrow. And now we go talk to them, because they just can't make it easy on me. Do you have any fishing poles I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over here. And they're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score! This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put to good use. Please enjoy yourself. So now, we go fishing! Alright. Start fishing. Let's see. From this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? We're going to go to the south. Right around here looks nice. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishes. Now what should I do about bait? Use a lure. Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what comes up. Let's see what it comes up with. Sweet, I got a bite. Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? And we're just going to reel it all in at once. And got a holy boot. Curse you, holy boot. The victory is yours. Let's see. What should I do now? We're going to change our fishing spot. We're going to go to the west. So I just wanted to get one holy boot just to get a holy boot. The rest of these, we're getting salmon, baby. We use a lure. And we're allowed to fish 10 times, so that means 9 salmon. And wait until it gets tired. Got a salmon. Alright, I'll actually read off what she says this next time. I just completely spaced it. Alright, let's see what we got. Yes, yes, yes! I'm a goddess of fishing. What a haul. This may just beat the record for the size of my best catch to date. I thought for certain it was just a regular fish by the way it tugged on the line. And we just do that for a couple of times. Oh. Of course I messed up. So I've got it in turbo mode, and so long as I'm holding the cancel button, it will just allow me to turbo through the text as well. Since we're just seeing the same line over and over again. But this is kind of useful. Because we're going to be able to get a bunch of salmon manure Meneer. No, don't change. Lure. Oh. Yeah, there are different types of fish you can get. You can get a smelt, you can get a carp, you can get a rainbow trout or a tiger rockfish. But the salmon provides the best benefit for us, so we're just getting a bunch of it. So how's everyone doing? While we fish, I figure I might as well chat with everyone. This won't take us too much longer, though. So, do not worry. Nope, in fact, that's as much as we can do. Oh, I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Joshua? What's this? I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, he can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. Now, let's go check on our good friend Olivier. So you can hold your liquor, can't you? I think I've changed my mind about you. Come on now, drink up. Hold on, Shara. Don't you think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves with this pace? It could interfere with tonight's... What are you whining about? What are you whining about now? Come on and drink, you third-rate musician. Or are you saying you can't keep up with me? Yikes! Estelle, don't just sit there and watch. Do something. Sorry, bud. Once you get her started, there's no stopping her. But you don't have to worry. Sharon never gets plastered. Shouldn't you be worried about me? Is she always like this? Whenever she's on the job, she manages to behave herself. But when it comes to having a drink, even my dad can't keep up with her. Is that the case? At any rate, I'm kind of interested seeing her go wild. Or am I going to pass out from the drinks first? Things are starting to heat up in here. Maybe I should strip down naked. If you really take off anything else, we're going to be in trouble. Estelle, you know you're so cute when you talk like that. How about giving me a kiss? I'll do no such thing. So, am I going to see Shara go wild, or am I going to pass out from the drinks first? That's one big question here. Yeah. That's Scheherazade in a nutshell. And then Joshua out here. Hey there, laddie. What are you doing, whittling away the evening in a place like this? Haha, not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing, or are you heading back into battle? No, I've already had my fill. It sure has been a while since I did it, though. Oh, that reminds me. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that? I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell. Oh, that's what you're doing. And besides, that's really not fair. No, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. It's times like these when you should say thank you, not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's important. You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right. In return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. Is the Whereabouts of Light good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. I wonder why it is that when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. So you're still not going to ask? About my past, I mean. We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day, your father came home with this beat-up kid. Some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapon geek, you've got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a little way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food that he likes. You know, the kind of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You make it nearly impossible to argue with you. You know that? It's been like this since the first time we met. And you gave me a flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yeah, injured and all. More than once. I'm sure it was just a childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuses. But anyway, Estelle. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything. Let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea. I'm starving. We need to eat our fill, so we're ready for tonight. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the background that doesn't really get covered in the first game. And most of what Joshua was referring to there does end up playing a big role. That reminds me. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. And in that, I also mean the song and the harmonica itself are pretty important to Joshua's past. I'm actually done with it. And at this point, it just ended up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. We are... Come on. We'll just take it. It looks like a pretty difficult book, but do you think if I spent some time in with it, I'd understand? I'm sure you'd be fine. There's already a lot of stuff you know in there anyway. So do you want to take a stab at it, No. Stab at it, Estelle? Yeah. Sure, I'll give it a shot. Really quickly, we'll actually go in here. We're not going to read it, but we'll just skip through it. The 100 Days War was a war that happened, I want to say, 10 years prior to this story, where the country in the north, Erebonia, which is a big country that's it's kind of like Germany, invaded Liberl trying to expand their borders. Liberl, being a small country with only 5 major territories and not even half the population, was at a very big disadvantage. But the Liberal army actually managed to repel them and hold them for 100 days, at which point Erebonia and Liberl entered a ceasefire and eventually made up and became allies. Liberl now acts as kind of a liaison between the bigger countries. Oh. Help a fellow out. I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Wow. Wow. I think I just reconsidered my opinion of you, Olivier. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. And notice there's 5 bottles there. Well, didn't you two come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two. When I say let's drink, we drink. You're going to make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh great, she's reached stage 2. Rage mode. Don't worry, Shara. Olivier said he's good for a couple more rounds. How about having him keep you company? What? So you can still drink more, can you? Joshua? How could you just give me to her like that? I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? Oh no, should I? You're like a little demon. And cute at the same time, too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess you'll be fine. How about we sit at the counter? I hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish. Don't pour me another glass. Ah! Yeah, funny enough, she's not the best in the series at holding her liquor. And that's the scary part. There's a quest in the second game, specifically based around the one that I'd be most scared of drinking with. Yeah. He's totally plastered. Looks like even a guy who takes his sweet time for everything couldn't stand up to a drunken Shara. Oh wow, what a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately, I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. And you're not even red in the face, either from all that alcohol. Are you sure you haven't had some kind of special training, Shara? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and asps in them. I might have built up my resistance that way, but who knows. Somehow, I don't think that's the case. By the way, what do you plan to do with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now, and we wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility, that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. And getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got Olivier drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Well, of course I did. And he'll thank me in the long run, too. After his raging hangover, anyway. And so that whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see. It's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't skirt around the issue, Shara. Quiet, you. For the time being, we're going to circle up to the far pier. Understood. Alright then, let's go. Let's just, Shara, please. I can't take another. Ah, poor Olivier. I really love how they did his passed out drunk sprite. I just want to admire that for a bit. He really looks like he is just completely plastered. We'll go down here. Right, I think. Yes. We caught 4 salmon. We don't have enough olive oil or milled flour at the moment, but make some salmon manure. And we'll make 2 floral jellies. Just since we're right here, make a couple of things. We can make 2 mouthful soups. 2 fried eyes and eggs. And 1 red tail soup. And just because I can't remember if there's any dialogue options, we do a save. And we come up to the far pier. I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you think they'll really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if we move around too much, there's a possibility we'll be seen they'll take off. Since the Sky Bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Right. So, where should we watch from? We need a place that we can... where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like... I think that would be ideal. A place like that would be ideal. So we're coming up here. Hey, what's that? There are Josette and Kyle. Well, it looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quit talking that nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Now let's hurry up and get moving. Ah, wait for me, Kyle. Ah, there we go. I should have known that it'd be them. Looks like they're headed for the far pier. I wonder what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close as we can without being noticed. I should have figured that they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. They act like they're so superior. To be honest, they're kind of scary. No doubt about that. They are quite the Cladstein bunch. But there's not much we can do about it. This is an order from Dawn. This seems like a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying, too. Hey, Kyle? Don't you think Dawn's been acting a bit strange lately? It's not like him, if you ask me. You know, the whole hijacking of airliners thing. While I admit it was lucrative, now that we've got the army clamping down on us full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers are now involved. And he's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Kyle has gone way overboard this time. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out not to run with a bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. If things are getting too tough for you, you're always welcome to try salvaging a life back home. Shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't set your sights too high. Although, admittedly, it is a bit colder than Liberl. Do you think you can just treat me like a kid and I'm not going to get angry? I'd like to see you get by without me. What with your crap cooking and all, not to mention laundry. Do you really want to go back to burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out? Okay, I see your point. And I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now, getting back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Don has been acting pretty weird. Does he expect us to keep fishing for ransom? We should take what we can get. I'd like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. Don't you think he's acting strange about the time? Don't you think he started acting strange about the time that guy showed up? That's the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting this way. Yeah, he was the one who introduced us to those other guys, too. He might have gotten Don to buy into his ideas. Who is this guy and he? That's certainly a good question. Huh? What's that over there? What's what? Looks like whoever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. It looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? Could have come a little early for a change, or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but we're trained to be punctual. Now, if that displeases you, then let me offer you my sincerest apology. Relax. I was just being sarcastic. Now I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already. We don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have there been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously? We're going to get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any indication that they figured out where our hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We've received reports that members of the Bracer Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yep, no problem there. We just happened to run into a temporary shelter by chance. Don shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we just storm in, shoot them all, let Adios sort them out? I've got a much better idea. A better idea? These two siblings appear These two siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandits airship is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we could do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see. Taking away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Oh, right. Take out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Too. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. We've got to get it out onto the road and start looking for that airship before they finish their meeting. So, now, we're going off to find the airship. First, really quickly, she's offering to bring Olivier water. That is actually really wholesome. Right in front of the Liberl Tower. So they parked in front of the Liberl Tower, This is definitely the perfect place to land, since it's off the main road. So what do you want to do, Shara? Should we subdue them? Subdue them? That's one way to go about things. But there's more than double their number since the last time we encountered them. Don't worry. Even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. So how about we take them all on at once? I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Ollie! Keep it down or they're going to hear you. Well, isn't this a surprise? I can't believe you're standing here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is impressive. Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked my guts up and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Voila! I was good to go. I don't know about that. I think I hear your liver. I think I hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Come on, I couldn't let you enjoy all the fun yourselves, right? I just had to come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road, so I came running from behind to catch up with you. I guess I went a little too easy on you. Maybe I should have let you down all that brandy at once. You'd put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Shara. But anyway, fighting the Sky Bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think? I don't think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. Even if you subdued them all and managed to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they wouldn't tell you where their hideout is. And they might even use the hostages as a leverage to demand their release. Well, there's a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. Or do you have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such a risk? Ha! Boy, do I ever. Listen up, everyone. Okay. But if you blow in my ear, I'm seriously going to punch your lights out. This is where Olivier proves he is a maniacal genius. Kyle, Josette! It's good to see you made it back. I didn't think you'd be gone so long. So, talks took longer than expected, huh? Ah, there we go. Yeah, but we're nearing an end to our negotiations. We also managed to get a good deal of information about what's going on with the Royal Army. So what you're saying is, yep, we'll be getting the ransom money within a few days. We're finally one step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it! Sweet! Cool it down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Dawn. Alright, everyone. pack up and let's get out of here. Roger that. The temperature outside is 69.8 degrees with a 15% humidity. There's a south by southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 RH. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. Looks like the army. It looks like the army isn't patrolling here. Activate the orbital engine and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship. Aye, sir. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater started. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright. Liftoff. Aye, aye, sir. Ah, man. I love this segment. Set the drive rate to 40% and maintain cruising speed. However, make sure we can switch to battle speed at any time. Aye, sir. Looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah. I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Dawn first. Huh? Did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. That's odd. I could have sworn it came from below deck. Yeah, you might be able to see. Right. Oh wait, my mouse isn't showing up because it's cutscene. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I'll have to clean up this place. No, clean up the place when I can find some free time. Yeah, you can kind of notice them under the stairs. This was Olivier's brilliant plan. Not subdue them, but let them take everyone back to their hideout themselves. Ugh, boy, am I tired. Ever since we came here, my night and day have been completely reversed. We've just got to tough things out a little longer, and then we can say goodbye to this horrible life. With Dawn as our leader, we can't go wrong. But don't you think Dawn's been acting a little strange lately? I mean, he's kind of scared to talk to these days. How about you knock that crap off? If Kyler just heard you talking like that, they'd beat you upside the head. But it's just that I'm sure you're just tired from the lack of sleep. Let's hurry and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you'd like. Ah! You're those. You're too late. Hey look, we get a story-related preemptive strike. And we're going to take full advantage of it. We'll Shadow Spear the other one. So here we go. One. Okay. Done. Whew. It looks like we were able to get him in here without any trouble. I'm amazed that this little plan actually worked. I guess we all have you to thank for this time. Seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. I wasn't sure we were going to do it. No. I wasn't sure what we were going to do if we got caught stowing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we'd just have to take control of the airship. And we would have had had an advantage fighting against this lot in those tighter quarters. Superior numbers mean nothing without space to maneuver in. Olivier, so you thought that far ahead, taking all these factors into account, huh? Not in a million years. Are you kidding? I simply thought it would be fun to infiltrate the enemy base. I think we would have been better off if you said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in the Nebel Valley. The Nebel Valley? Like the one and on the border between Bose and Rolent? Well, that explains why it's so misty outside. And this is definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height which prevent the landing of a large aircraft. It looks like your guess was right, Shara. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us much in getting in here. But anyhow, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We need to subdue the Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course, your father Cassius too. Right. Understood. This would have been a perfect opportunity to end off, but it's still a little early, so we're not going to do that. Just to point out, we can get back on the ship at any time to explore the Bobcat. And there's a little healing station over here. I just want to take a quick look. Okay. We'll just give ourselves a good little heal. And we'll continue out. Actually, no. I'm going to sit in the pilot seat. Darn, I can't. So, now we're going to come down here. Most of these doors have nothing. But there's an enemy here. These are the gold rats and elder owls. Not really much to say about them. That's just what they are. Yeah, we're going to target here. Olivier, you're going to Shadow Spear the other Elder Owl. Ooh, and Shara's going to get a Sepith up aerial. That's going to be nice. So watch the Sepith fly out. It's just little bits of time, but each of them are dropping one or two with each individual animation hit of aerial. Gotta love it. And we'll just go back to high speed. Yeah, we'll go ahead and flicker, kill those two. And we'll do an aerial. And we'll get ourselves... Well, I was going to say get ourselves set up to smack him with Olivier, and then he walked over into range for Estelle. We're just going to drop a tear on Joshua before he dies from poison. And there we go. And we got 3 juicy bones. And nothing in here. I know there's one of these rooms that has an item we're going to need later on. And we're going to be saving often here just because it's not the easiest of areas. Second room has the scorpion. The chest is already empty, you double dipper. Scorpion is our next tier up on Scheherazad's weapons. And just to show this off, every character also has a practice weapon, which is just having no weapon equipped. Obviously, we're not going to do that, because that's just dumb. Okay, guide says enter the second room. We get an EP charge. The chest is empty. It makes you want to cry, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Who could do this? And now we get the jeweled ring. We can equip it as a accessory. We're not going to bother, because that is the stolen ring. Also, nothing else down the hallway. So we just continue this way. And here we have a door. Sounds like some of the grunts. Shall we rush the room? Well, of course. We got to take them down. Huh? Oh, you the new guys around here? Like in your frickin' dreams. Are you guys for real? Are these guys for real? But if you're not new here, then who are you? What? Are you supposed to be intruders? Bingo! We're with the Bracers Guild. I think it would be best if you surrendered. Forget that! We won't give up without a fight. And we're going to kick their asses. Uh-oh, one of them's going to get a crit. Well, that's not good. We're going to let them kill us and reload our save, actually. Since we saved right outside there. I completely spaced that I hadn't healed Joshua up. So, that's my bad. Well, actually, it wasn't just Joshua, or there wouldn't be a problem there. Yeah, let's fix that. We're just going to skip through. Oh, they get all 6 of their turns right away. However, now look at them, all bunched up for us. We can't hit all 6 with a single shadow Hellgate, but do we really need to? That's why we have Aerial. More than likely, yep, good number of them went down. However, we still get one of them with Aerial. 2 of them with Aerial. Giving us 56 of the possible 70 that we can get from a single battle. Fire Sepith. Alright, now where are the hostages? If you don't start talking, there are going to be some serious consequences involving a whip. Do what you want with us. We're not going to talk. Oh, is that so? Let me handle this, Estelle. Sure. Can't say I didn't warn you guys. Ah! Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second you're allowed to pass out yet. But if you start talking, maybe I'll be kind enough to let you. Yikes. They're down below. Some of our crew is guarding them. Very good. Now where are your leaders? Kyle and Josette, right? Forget it, lady. Do your worst. No one will tell you where they are. So the hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell out your bosses, huh? I guess there's only one thing left to do. Ugh. Holy strikers. Shara is unforgiving as ever. This? No, I've been far more unforgiving. Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Shara. And my whip would be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. It looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. So, like before, we're going to heal up. I was just checking to see if we could just take the easy way out. Right, I forgot I hadn't quite sold the apple ice cream. Just so everyone's aware, apple ice cream is the second part to the infinite mirror exploit. You can buy the stuff to make 99 of them for 8,000 and sell 99 of them for 12,000. So, just roll in the money. Slowly but surely. Oh, and big ol' plant monster. You know what they say about tentacles? They resist water, so I'm not even going to bother with that. And here we go. We'll kill them all slowly. Or with a critical Hellgate. And there we go. Let's see. We'll fight the tree. The mad tree. It's a madman. Oh, wow. Yeah, this one's going well. And even if this survives, which it didn't, Joshua was moving next. Now we just go downstairs and we get a scene. Anyone have any clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bandits to have built it, and it seems pretty ancient. It almost seems like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree, this place is pretty old. I wonder if people used hidden forts like this one as hideouts back then. As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years. So it doesn't seem that strange to me that something like this would still be around. The Great Collapse? The collapse of the ancient Zemurian civilization, which existed more than 1,200 years ago. It said the natural catastrophe wiped them out. Oh, you mean like Professor Alba said before. I tell you what, though, for being a place this hard to find, somebody's got some seriously bad tastes in hideouts. Not to mention, there are all sorts of monsters lurking in here too. I wonder if this is how I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Shara? Just what type of men are you hanging out with? Okay. We get some Strega R's. This chest has nothing left to offer you. It can't offer you guys anything. Technically speaking, the guide I'm using says to equip them to Olivier. We don't keep Olivier after the chapter. He goes off and does his own thing for a while. So we're not going to give him the best equipment we have. Just doesn't seem like a good idea. Now let's just quickly take these guys out. Bam. There we go. And we got some tender poultry. And nothing in here. Now down here, we find the bear assault. The chest is empty because you emptied it. Funny how that works now. Bear assault is the next weapon for Olivier. Now we go up and fail. That was kind of hilarious. Just because I'm not sure if we're going in the right direction, I'm going to drop a save. Yeah, I think we went through the wrong door. Hold on. I'm going back. Yes. We gotta go over to this vacuum. What's this? I'm guessing it's an orbital vacuum. Looks like the newest model, so it's probably stolen. Interesting. Huh? What's this? There's something stuffed inside. A notebook? Yep, that's what it looks like to me. But what's something like this doing inside a vacuum? It's probably something important. Let's hold on to it just in case. Yeah, good idea. And this is just me checking. Nope, we can't actually look in the notebook, but it describes it. Nonsensical rows of numbers are written inside. And you might recall, the guy at the orbital shop was saying it would be bad if they found the notebook. Well, we found the notebook. He's definitely not laundering money. He's definitely not a crook. He totally is. So since we're so close to end of chapter, we're just going to power on through. How does that sound to you guys? Because normally I'd be ending off here soon, but we have one big fight left in the chapter. And that's with the Sky Bandits themselves. They're going to be a treat, let me tell you. I remember this fight. It's not a fun one. Sorry, just continuing down a little bit. All there should be here is, yep, an enemy. I just want to continue fighting the enemies because we're getting close to leveling up on Estelle and Joshua. And that would be kind of nice right now. See, 2 more fights and both of them level up. At the rate we've been going, at least. Okay. This is just precaution, because we're in kind of an annoying area. The voices of some men can be heard. I can hear someone talking again. So we rush the room. Rush on in. Who are you guys supposed to be? Bracers? How do you get in here? It looks like the hostages are being held up in the room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrendered, quietly, or else. Don't kid yourselves. Let's get them! Oh, great! They got a critical. And poisoned Joshua. And just straight up murked Estelle. Ah, boy. Okay. Perfect. And we're going to set up for Olivier's S-Break. He hits an entire area. Howling Bullet. And Scheherazade is going to just steal this turn out from under them. That one's blinded, so I'm not too worried about him. This one will take out. Or, you know, come close at least. Alright, and Estelle had been killed, so she doesn't have any CP. Yep, there we go. And there we go. And level up for Estelle, Joshua, and Scheherazade. Joshua learned Taunt. What's going on out there? Sounds like... It seems a bit loud for just some internal squabble. Is everyone alright? We're with the Bracer Guild, and we've come to rescue you. Seriously? We're saved! We've taken care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Really? We've been saved? I'm Grant, captain of the airline, Linde. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done for us here today. You can thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way... Huh? It doesn't look like he's here. Who? Are these all the hostages? Yes, that's correct. This is everyone who was on the Linde, including crew and passengers. That can't be right. Wasn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild. Cassius Bright. I do seem to remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain, isn't he that passenger, you know, the one who got off right before we left? Right, now that you mention it, there was one passenger who did get off. What do you mean? Well, there was this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City, and he did seem to have such a name, if I remember correctly. What? But his name was on the passenger list. Well, since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. This would have been handled had he arrived in Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and things were left as they were. So that's what happened, huh? I thought it would have been awfully strange if Dad had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, it looks like our question has finally been answered. Ha 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 ha, how ironic. Now wait a minute. Then just what is Dad doing? With something this big going on, why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're as curious to know as I am, but thinking about it now isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of the hostages. Okay, you're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We are now going to go after the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you all must feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. We'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we'll prepare for the worst. Our lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down. Leave everything to us. I do believe we can get some stuff from... I think we can heal off of one of these people, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to read all their dialogue just because there's so many people here. I would laugh so hard if that was Anton, but he doesn't come in till later in the game. And I do believe a couple of these people reappear later in the series. Namely, I think Parker does. Ha, you all got beat up. Okay. So, didn't actually mean to do that, but okay. So, is this a dead end? No, it looks like there's something here. Shall we try pushing on it? If we wanted to, we can backtrack to the Hermit's house at this point. The one that we got the Abbot and Potluck from. We're not going to do that right now, though. This was a secret door? That's quite a neat trick there. I wouldn't expect anything less from a secret fort. This looks like a corner. No, it's a corner of the Nebel Valley. Shara, should we help the hostages escape first? No. We need to take out the Sky Bandit boss first. If we're attacked while attempting to escape, there's no way we'll be able to protect that many people. Oh, that's true. Then how about we get back in there and have a face-to-face chat with the gentleman running this fine operation? We're gonna do just that. We don't want to do the door first. We actually want to come in here for a chest. The treasure chest is offended that you have returned. Was the first time not good enough for you? Is this... Yep, it looks like the Sky Bandit boss's room. Alright. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at something really quickly. So the Queen's gonna pay out the ransom, is she? Now we can finally say goodbye to this meager living. Don't get careless, bro. We haven't got the money in hand yet. Yeah, we'll need to decide on a plan on how to let go of how to let the hostages go. Let the hostages go? Now hold on a minute. Why do we have to bother with that? Eh? But once we get our mirror, we'll just kill them all and be done with it. We've no need to leave them alive. Don? You're joking, right? They know exactly what we look like, remember? Even if we left Liberl for good, we'd still be tracked, right? But there are old people and kids among them. Do you really intend to kill them all? I swear, no matter how old you get, you never grow up. This isn't playtime, get it? But I'm sorry to say this, bro, but I'm against killing the hostages too. Adios would never forgive us if we do that. And I don't want to get at home. I don't want to get our home back with mirror stained in the blood of innocent people. Kyle? Since when do you become the boss around here? Huh? I think it's about time you learned your place. Ah! Kyle? Who cares about our old home? With this kind of mirror coming in, what could you possibly want with our old worthless land? Ha! We're gonna blow all this cash somewhere near the southern resort and enjoy the good life for a while. What did you say? Once we're out of Mira, we'll just hijack another airship. God, this voice is gonna kill me. This is going to be the future of the Kapua Sky Bandits. Don, what's happened to you? What in Adios' name happened to you? Sorry to interrupt, but could you have your little family feud later? You again? Bracers? Why are you here? How can you say something so heartless? Especially after you gave us a lift here in your own airship. Impossible. What are you talking about? It can't be. You had your airship sitting in front of the Ambrel Tower, right? We just slipped in when you weren't looking and hid in the cargo hull. In other words, we stole a ride from a bandit. Ha! Take that! For a dimwit, you've really outdone yourself this time. Who are you calling a dimwit? You two-faced tomboy. What'd you just call me? You bimbo? Airheaded brute? Just try and say that again. Alright. Enough of the bickering between you two. We've liberated the hostages and defeated the other members of your group. So it looks like all that's left is you three. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby placed under arrest. It would be best not to resist. Man. Crap. Kyle, Josette, what is the meaning of this? Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Don. That's okay. I'll forgive you just this once. Once I kill him, that'll be that. What? What a bunch of fools you are. To think with that pitiful number of people you could ever capture Don Kapua. Yeah, he has a fucking hand cannon. Ah! Look how effortlessly he handles that orbital cannon. Kyle, Josette, it's time to hunt some game. And I like my sport bloody. Yeah, Dawn hits area of effect big time. So, this is going to be a pain. Dawn has a lot of health. More than both Kyle and Josette combined. So we gotta hit him hard and we gotta hit him fast. We're going to try a flicker. It did get attack delay, good. And we're going to run... Oh my god, that couldn't have gone better. We petrified Kyle. And petrification means we could possibly just kill him in one hit. Yeah, like that. Kill him in one hit at any point. And we knocked out Josette. This one could not be going better for us. Granted, that still hurt. Well, we'll flicker Dawn. And then we'll use a Summon Manure on Joshua. Granted, we also have to heal Olivier, but we can deal with that. With Estelle. Actually, No. Estelle, you're going to use Earthen Wall. Haven't shown that one off on video yet. Oh my god, we froze him. Everything that could be going right is. So, Earthen Wall makes everyone within a small area completely immune for one attack. I mean, let's just Shadow Spear. We'll take out Josette first, just because that'll be easier, and neither of them can attack at the moment. Really? Really now? I'm done! Everything that could go right went right that battle. We petrify Kyle. We knock out we get faint on Josette. We freeze Dawn. We get a instant KO on Josette, and then immediately get another instant KO on Dawn. That wasn't even we were over-leveled or under-leveled. The game just handed it to us. I needed it a little bit there. These guys are rough. These guys are tough. This is the strength of a bracer, huh? Crap! How could I lose to this girl? And that's how it's done. Have you learned your lesson yet? Now that that's settled, now that that's been settled, I'm going to ask you to surrender nicely. Any more trouble out of you, and, well, you know what will happen, right? Yikes! No, anything but that. Why me? Why do I have to go down like this? Ow. What's going on? I hurt all over. When did I get an orbital cannon? What the heck? Bro? Don? Bro? Don? Sorry. Oh, Josette! Are you back from Relent already? If you're back this quickly, I guess things didn't work out, huh? Eh? Ha ha ha! Don't try to cover it up. If you've had enough, then how about we leave? Then how about leaving the bread when dust men? We probably won't be able to earn a whole lot, but be patient. Don? What are you talking about? Did you hit your head, bro? Josette came back from Relent like forever ago. I wanted to pick her up right after we attacked the airliner. What? Attacked an airliner? What's all this crazy talk? We'd never do something like that. What is this guy talking about? I don't think he's trying to cover his butt. I think he really doesn't know. Come to think of it, who are these strangers? Don't tell me they're new recruits. Sorry to bust your bubble, but we're not. We're with the Bracer Guild. Huh? What are a bunch of bracers doing up here? This guy's completely lost his marbles. Ha 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 ha! What an interesting turn of events. Whether you've forgotten or not, you're still under arrest. You're charged with hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding a ransom, and other such offenses. Hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding a ransom? Kyle! Josette! Tell me this is some kind of joke. Don? I think that's my line. But thanks to you, bro, we've got a chance to escape. Ah! Oh hell, not again. Hey! Kyle? We'll talk about this later. Let's focus on getting out of here. I'm never going to get this smell out of my hair. Let's hurry up and get out of this room. Which way did they go? They went up. They're going to try to escape in their airship. Ah! After tracking them this far, we can't let them get away. We've got to catch them. Right. Understood. I've made it out alive. Oh, what a tragedy this has become. My delicate nasal cavity. Hey, Olivier. You better hurry up, or we're going to leave you behind. Ah, wait for me. So, we are going to drop a save, just because I like doing that in these types of events. But as I said, talking, I can't do it sometimes. We're at the end of the chapter, so we're just powering on through. Hold it right there, you. You're not getting past us. You guys are back for more after taking a righteous beating like that? Now, that's what I call tough. If you don't want to move, then we're just going to have to force our way through. Honestly, no matter what we do at this point, oh my god, they keep missing. Does the game just want to give me everything because it knows that later I'm going to cry in agony? I think that's what it is. The game wants me to have this because it wants me to cry blood later. And I probably will with how Nightmare Mode goes. Oh god, once we get to that ending section. We're not going to bother with the regular enemies because we got one more fight coming up. There we go. Don't think you're going up any further. Take the hostages and go. So you're back for more, huh? When will you learn? What are you trying to do? Buy time for your leaders to escape? They've done a lot for us over the years. Now it's our time to return the favor. The Sky Bandits are a very loyal bunch. Oh, Olivier went down. Well, we can't hit all of them. Okay. Estelle, go heal him up. Go heal up the idiot. Oh, and we get a critical diamond dust. And the only one that didn't die is frozen. Okay. Oh, and Olivier is now... Oh, we got a poison. Sorry, I'm just double checking this. Okay, so we're not changing up anything that we have on people. Yeah, for now we're not going to. But poison's going to be a good quartz for us to have. Oh wait, there were 12 of these guys, so I think there's still one more fight coming up. Yeah. We're going to heal up anyway. Because after remembering that, I can't just not heal. And I'm not really worried about just using all of our tier bombs. Because, well, we have better. See, they're all awake. But that doesn't matter. We're going this way. Crap! It looks like we've got company. Don't think you're going to walk out of here the same way you came in. All we need to do is buy me some time for Don, Kyle, and Just set to escape. Trying to shield your masters to the bitter end, huh? Though it's a ridiculous thing to do, your spirit is admirable. Then I'm wondering if beating them into the ground might be a way to honor their sacrifice. Let's take them down. And they all grouped together for me. Thank you, guys. Just make life so much easier for me. Diamond Dust, and one more Hellgate. There we go. All of them are going to hit all of them. Oh, sure. No, Scheherazad's not even going to get off her magic. Now, I don't remember if there's another fight coming up here, but just in case, we're saving. And the Royal Army's here. Huh? What's this? How'd the army find out about this place? That liar! Things weren't supposed to go down like this. Hey, get your dirty mitts off me. Hey, what's going on here? So these are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits. I'm surprised there's such a young woman, too. How about you shut your yapping and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this? So how about it, Niall? Is this enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful you took us along. Oh, and did you mind if we took a picture of you while we're at it? What do you think, General Morgan? Do as you like. Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No, this was a result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there. What? What are you guys... how the heck? What's going on exactly? It's you kids again. Hey, look! It's Estelle and Joshua! Racers? Why are you here? Just for the record, I'll tell you, we infiltrated this place one step ahead of you. Again. And the entire hideout has been subdued. We chased the fleeing Sky Bandit leaders up this way. But I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds. With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements? Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship and see what information I can get out of these Sky Bandits. Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever. And just see him walking in the background. He's not a bad person. He just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and the hostages? The other lackeys should just be lying all over the place unconscious. As for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in. I see. You have done this nation a great service. Please leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Malthea. Yes, Colonel. Wait for me, Colonel. I'd really like to interview you too, you kids, but this time the Colonel is top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one, and with you too. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. My, you've had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen just like that. You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Bracer's role has always been in that of the unsung hero. So there's no reason for us to stand out. That sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background, too. Really? I never noticed. Where is Dad? I guess that's one problem we've still got to figure out. Where is Dad now? What is he doing? Why hasn't he tried to contact us? It looks like there's nothing else left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to Bose and report what happened with the incident. We'll try to figure out what happened to your dad after that. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory. So I don't know if we could exactly say that we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been in there, I don't know if the army raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed the hostages. Agreed. Everything worked out because you infiltrated their hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done. You really think so? It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested. But it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left. The men who appeared at the Valeria Lakeshore and the mysterious attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider that there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess we'll have to leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by them, there's not really much left we can do. Anyway, we should just be glad that all the hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've added a little bit of a bonus to your reward. Really? Are you okay with that? Haha, of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier. I just hoped that my work was worth the price of that Grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact, there was change to spare. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and if anything comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again. Good day. Wow, nice that someone appreciates us. I'm sure that if the incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is as happy as she is. Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a bracer could be any more happy than knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people. If you say so. But I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. You really think so? You think so? At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident. Let me double check that I didn't miss anything. Absolutely, we did not. Perfect. And we got up to class 5. Here's the pay the mayor was talking about. It's a very nice sum. Very, very nice sum. And this is from me. Isn't this a recommendation from the Bose branch? Is it alright to give this to us so soon? Of course! It'd be downright rude of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it. Thank you, Legrand. We'll work hard so that we don't bring any embarrassment on this recommendation. Haha, good, great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news. Sure. You're probably right. Wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. Not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Excuse me, please. Aren't you the receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? You see, we recovered some of the cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits. And among some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild. So I'm here to deliver one of them today. I appreciate you doing that. But wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to the it's when the airliner left Bose to begin with. Actually addressed to the Rolent branch. But aren't you Cassius Bright's family? Aren't Cassius Bright's family members here? What? That's us, but... Oh, perfect! We contacted the Rolent branch and they said that you would come here. Here you are. This is a parcel. This letter. Yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Rolent branch. It seems as if he scribbled it out before we got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all. Oh. Well, that's good to hear. So that parcel is from your dad, too. No, this one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. Huh? That's odd. Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere. Okay, my business is done here. Here's done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one other thing. Good job in helping arrest those Sky Bandits. You bracers sure do excellent work. And to think that a clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read his letter if you'd like. Thanks, Legrand. Ha! Well, let's have a look at the contents, shall we? Do you mind telling us what you're still doing here? It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to its departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night. And you're telling me this because... Oh, how heartless and cruel can you be to a companion who traveled alongside you? And just who is it that you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder? Alright already. You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know. I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have to ask you to leave, okay? Huh, of course, I understand. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, turns out I've had a little trouble with my own work, and unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough not to be lonely while I'm away. So, until I get back, I'll leave it up to both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Rolent, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Scheherazade and Ina. Cassius Bright. That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration towards the both of you. Yeah, it looks that way. Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I heard, that's still a ways off. Yep, it's about 2 or 3 months away. Which means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. I really wonder where your father is and what he's up to. Forget about that, and let's focus on what's in the package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself, but we shouldn't be opening things addressed to my dad. Why don't you think of it this way? It was a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know. That's true. Olivier, don't coax Estelle into doing something just to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually, though, Olivier does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. What's this supposed to be? It's an orbment, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. K. That's it? Yep. It looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Shara, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? I hate to say it. I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too. If this is the only thing we've got to go on, then honestly, I'm about ready to throw in the towel. What the heck is this black orbment anyway? From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use. Although it feels a little similar to a battle ornament. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle ornament has slots in which to install quartz, but this one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact. An artifact? Precisely. An artifact is an orbment created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all orbments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and for the most part, the Septian Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item. Jeez! Now look what's happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know we're all worried about him? Estelle? Now he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time? Estelle. You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we've already managed to get recommendations from Rolent and Bose, right? All that's left is are Ruan, Zeiss, and Gransal. Only those three. If we do jobs as we travel around to these other regions, we might just hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing, considering Dad's skills. And there's also a possibility that he may have even traveled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. We might be able to find out who this Professor R is, too. Joshua? What? You're a genius! Estelle, what are you talking about? This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart. So, should I consider that a yes? Oh, is it ever? Yes, yes, triple yes. Trying to be a senior bracer as we travel around the Liberl, and exposing what that no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process. I think you're somehow missing the point. Haha. It looks like she's back to her old self. Haha. I guess it's settled then. Well, take care. I'm going back to head back to Rolent now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want to come along? Want me to come along? Give it a rest, Shara. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. We wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us. And if you didn't go back to the Rolent branch... No, if you didn't go back, the Rolent branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done. Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. And if you run into any trouble, contact the Roulette branch. You got it? I'll come running, no matter where you are. Sure. Thanks, Shara. And the same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Ha ha ha. Alright, alright. I'll watch the number of drinks. Ha! Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect fair Shara. And why are you headed to Roland? Not to mention with Shara. That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bose. And I thought it was about time to turn my attention towards another region. And for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is to die for. So that's what I'm looking forward to next. That's pretty much it. He says he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he go drinking with me at the bar. We'll never see him alive again. Olivier, I really hope you understand what you've promised her. Ha! I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side. It is well as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany fair Scheherazade instead. I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me. Well, have fun, but I'm warning you. Don't you dare make any trouble in Roland. You hear me? And there's another piece of advice. When Cher's at a bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak about your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Ina's coming along too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. The gloves come off, huh? Is that perchance what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yes. Estelle said it best, though. It was nice knowing you. Yes. Yes, it was a pleasure. Eh? The Roland-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Well, Ollie boy? Well, Ollie boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come now. Come on now. We'd better hurry and get on. Shara, wait, can't we talk this over? I'd really appreciate it if I had just a little more time to think things through. Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. See you later, Shara. Give our regards to everyone in Roland. Have a wonderful trip, you two. After we get done with all the cutscenes and it allows us to save, we'll call it. Because we have gone on a while longer than usual. That said, we couldn't just end it off with just one or two fights left. Hey, look! Chapter end. And there we go, people! Chapter 1 complete. We will actually be turning in that other quest as soon as we gain control. Because the Stolen Ring request has to be completed before we leave Bose. But other than that, we're done for the day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.